Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Collier, host of Conquer with Chris. Today, we're doing a deep dive into some of the most common challenges online entrepreneurs face inside the digital marketing world, especially when it comes to attraction marketing and growth in their online business. There's probably some personal branding stuff in here too. So let's just go ahead and get started. Why do you have lack of sales? Why are you not growing in sales? Why are you not getting more and more sales? So let's take a look at this. You're not getting sales. The main reason of this or any sales reason is a couple things, okay? You're not branded properly. Your brand isn't congruent or consistent enough for people to trust you, or you're speaking to the wrong people, or you're not consistent enough. People see you 3 or 4 days and you're gone for a couple days. So these things will make you not believable and make you less of a presence on the internet. You see, people are looking for continuity, they're looking for congruity and integrity. They don't want a fly-by-night person. They don't want someone always changing up what they do. How many sales strategies have you tried using the attraction marketing techniques? Which ones have worked for you? Which ones didn't? Why do you think those strategies failed? Do you really know how to market yourself? There's some basic questions you need to ask. Like, how do you market yourself? How do you make yourself look like not an arrogant person, but somebody who is a trusted advisor, right? You want to go through your process and always try to offer value wherever you go, whatever you do, offer value. If someone has a question, try to answer that question. Give more than you ask for, but always ask for something. Um, you know, the good metric that I use is 1 to 8. I ask them 1 out of every 8 times for something, whether it be a like, share, whatever, right? Do you feel lost when it comes to marketing yourself or your business online? What aspects of digital marketing do you find most difficult or confusing or overwhelming? Let me help you with that. You're marketing yourself. Your business is you or what you do or what you stand for. So you must be able to know how to make money. You must know how to be convincing, yet not arrogant. What part of this digital marketing do people have problems with most? I think it's staying with the brand. What do I mean by that? You could have a brand like my Conquer with Chris brand, which is started off as a podcast, but over the years now, it means so much more than that. We have events, we have uh, trainings like this one, we have other things that cause or create content that cause us to be a loving advisor versus a salesperson. And we're doing okay for ourselves now. And we'll continue to do okay for ourselves because we're putting ourselves out there not as a know-it-all. Because when we don't know something, we sure quick to say it. Always looking for help, always looking for answers. So things that are confusing is when you try to do too much at one time. Find out where your people are, go to that place, market to those people. What attraction marketing techniques that you've tried that you didn't get good results for? What were they and why they didn't work? Down the right. Have you tried any attraction marketing techniques that didn't work? Why do you think they didn't work? What were they? See, some people think attraction marketing is something you have to be attractive, pretty, handsome, dapper, debonair. No, you don't. Attraction marketing is helping people overcome the like, know, and trust factors and then selling them something by always giving them value in the front and charging them in the back. Why do you make content and there's always just crickets, right? That this is really important. You make content and no one's interacting with it. What you're really saying, what people are really saying to you is they don't care about your content, or you're speaking to the wrong group of people. See, the thing is not that you're saying the wrong things, you're just saying them to the wrong people, maybe. You may be targeting the wrong group. You may be targeting the wrong people. Saying the wrong things to the wrong people get you the wrong money. So, and maybe you need to learn something new. Maybe you need to add something to it to create more of a inside every red ocean, there's little blue spaces of ocean. So if you're in a highly competitive industry, maybe you need to niche down. So one of the things I do for that is my faith in Jesus. As a Christian, I tend to make more Christian content. And people who like Christian stuff tend to be more attracted to me. People who aren't as Christian, they may or may not be attracted to me. And I don't have a problem with it. What kind of content have you tried? Have you tried posting? And when I say post, just a flat background with words on it, right? Have you tried short videos, long form? Have you tried quotes? Have you tried branded content? What have you tried that hasn't worked? And have you made any offers? That's important to me. That's important to me because if you've made offers, they're not converting. Maybe you haven't put enough value out, or maybe the value you put out isn't as great as you would hope it to be. What kind of feedback do you get from your content? Do you find it challenging to understand what your audience really wants and how to attract them into your marketing or into your campaigns or into your funnels, into your email list? Do you really have a clear picture of who your audience is? If not, do you think this is what's preventing you from understanding them, reaching them, making money from them? What is your, how do you clarify your audience? Well, I say it this way, right? Your passion, your purpose, and your past performance. Things that you did well in your past, or that you didn't do well in, but then you overcame, and then your passion and purpose there together, you usually find a sweet spot right there. Things you went through and struggled with. What methods have you tried to identify your audience? Have you tried surveys, social media polls? What insights do you gain from these efforts in your attraction marketing? These are all things you should be doing to improve your networking. You have to know where your audience hangs out. So, what does most of your audience spend their time online? Facebook, YouTube, Insta, TikTok, LinkedIn. Where do they spend their time? Because at the end of the day is if you're on Facebook and they're on YouTube, you're not going to reach them. So you got to know where they are. Does that mean you need to market to all the platforms all the time? No. You can create small pieces of compelling content to get them to where you are. Most of the social media platforms allow you to cross post, but I wouldn't cross post. What I would do is make everything native to that platform and then share it. Share your Facebook page, or your YouTube channel or your TikTok, whichever is your main one, on the other channels. So on the platforms, so they can get to your proper channel. So they can find your main content. And you can make intriguing content where people want to come and see or hear from you. So that way they go leave one platform to find you on another. So make sure you find, no matter what platform you're on, from time to time, not as often as your main platform, but often as possible, make sure you put up content on your all the platforms so you can cross promote to your main platform. What have you done to find out where your audience is? What research or analysis have you done to discover their online hangouts? Maybe they're not even on social media, maybe they're on Reddit or one of those other platforms similar to that. You've got to know who they are and where they are, right? This is an important one. For example, not knowing how your audience communicates their pain. This is an important one because at the end of the day, you only have so much time to put it into your marketing, and you want to be as thorough as possible, as quick as possible. And so if you're saying, I twisted my ankle, and they said, I pulled my ankle out of socket, it's two ways to describe pain. Or you could say, this hurt very bad. And they say, this was extremely painful. You got to know how to communicate. For example, if you're in the network marketing space and they're saying, I'm not getting leads, well, that means something different to you if you're a coach or consultant. Because you're a coach and consultant, you're trying to get coaching clients, your leads are different than network marketing leads. So you want to make sure that people are understanding what you're saying and very, very clear so you can be as helpful as possible. You understand how they talk about their problems. What words or phrases do they use? What jargon, terminology that they use in their sphere that might not be in other spheres. For example, when they describe their challenges, well, I've got to work another double tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to spend time on social media. Well, a double, they're probably in the hospitality business or they're in some other business that needs them. But hospitality is one of those things where we we have to work a whole lot extra a lot of times to just get our paycheck right. How do you gather information about your audience's language and communication style? Have you looked at their comments on social media and or forums? Where do you go to find out that information? Most of these previous questions are simple questions that can be figured out by making sure your personal brand straight and or your marketing's straight. We're going to discuss some of the stuff going forward. Are you finding it difficult to build a strong personal brand? What are your main obstacles facing you in your digital marketing journey? Well, the first thing is you got to have a foundation, which is your brand. Your brand is set in stone. You want people to feel a certain way. You want people to understand certain things about you. So that way you're overcoming the like, know, and trust barrier all the time. And they find you to be likable, understandable, caring, concerned, but understand their pains and their dreams. And you want to help them overcome it. What have you done to establish your brand? Listen, if you're posting once a month, you're not establishing a brand, you're playing around. You don't have a business, you have a hobby. What's not working for you? What is in the terms of attraction marketing? You see, you have to overcome, you have to be a certain kind of consistent. For example, this Friday coming up at 5 p.m., I will have a video go live on YouTube. That video, once it goes live, there'll be um before that, I have shorts to promote that video. So we all have to have something, a certain plan, a certain rhythm, certain rhyme and reason to our business. You can't just post once a week and expect to get results when some people are posting 8 to 10 times a day on certain platforms. How do you establish trust and credibility? How do you find it currently trying to build trust and credibility with your audience using the internet? Well, videos like this will help you because you'll get the right information and you'll start to apply the right information. And these efforts will be very effective because you'll stand out with high value and low offers. If you use the 8-to-1 method, people be like, well, I'm just trying to get all my stuff out there. I'm trying to sell, sell, sell. Well, you can sell all you want. Doesn't mean you be successful. I'm telling you what will make you successful. Keep giving them service. And you can't give them too much service. What feedback have you received from your audience about trust and capability? I'm sorry, credibility. Misspoke. What feedback have you had? Well, one of the things I've gotten, just to be transparent, is that I move around too much in different topics. Like I'll be over here talking about this too much and then over here. So I'm standardizing what I talk about. We're going to talk about how to make money online, talk about digital marketing, personal branding. These are all things that will help me stay congruent to my brand. I know how to do it. I've done it for myself over the last 4 years. I have an outstanding personal brand on YouTube. 8,500 subscribers and growing every day. People find this content that you're listening to right now exciting. Go find my YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube and type in @Conquer with Chris, put it as all one word, capitalize on the C's and the W for with, and you'll find me. Do you feel people have gained or lost your trust? Yeah, I've done things where I've gained people's trust and lost it. I like to use the latter. I was posting consistently for a while, about 6 months, every Friday, and I fell off. Why I fell off? No good reason. But when you decide to do something at Friday at 5 o'clock, guess what? You do it Friday, 5 o'clock, no matter what. And the reason why this video is going to do well is because a few reasons. I'm making the shorts for it and putting it to the YouTube video. And the second thing I'm doing is I am going to launch it on the time that I said I was going to launch it. And this is Monday when I'm recording this. So I have this canned, I have this edited and ready to go before Friday. It's actually Tuesday, not Monday. I'm sorry. Days run together. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information and or options and or things to do as a digital marketer? What seems most daunting for you? Well, I'll tell you, the amount of content that needs to be prepared can be a little bit overwhelming. What I do is, and I can teach you this, something I teach people is how to do an hour and a half setting. And you have most of your stuff for the week. If you want to do a live here and there, that'll be good. But you don't have to. You can. If something comes to you, a moment of inspiration, go do your live. Then point them to your thing you're doing that week. How do you create? This is one of the things we don't talk about as a digital marketer, solopreneur, personal branding expert, online marketer. We don't talk about how to deal with mental stuff a lot of times. I mean, they tell us to be mentally strong, tell us to be uh, deal with our mindset a lot. But how do you struggle with and manage overwhelm? First off, you simplify everything down to its bare bottom. Bare bottom is you got to get your content out a certain amount of times a week to get the bare minimums, and then use tools and strategies to simplify your marketing goals, but you got to have clear strategies. That's what we're going to talk about next. How do you take someone who just got on your email list and convert them into a paying customer? Chris Collier here. I inserted this after when I was editing the video because I realized I didn't really answer the question. I did something about sales. But your email list should be growing and getting better and more of a buyer's list. You'll always have some people that don't buy, but you should always be increasing your list. Your list should be growing. It should become geometrically growing at some point. If this isn't happening, then one of three things is happening, in my opinion. One is you're not getting people to sign up that are really your ideal customer. So that means you're talking to the wrong people. But some of that is early on that's going to happen because you're always tweaking your messaging, playing around with it, trying to get more focused in and more niche down. The other thing is, number two, is you have friends and family signing up, and this is not really their deal. Whatever you're doing is not really for them. You're just being kind. So you're not getting the open rates and the click-through rates that you want. Kick your family off your list, or people who are supporting you, but they're not financially supporting you, right? You get that? And the last thing is, the reason why your email list isn't growing is because you either don't have an email list or you're not mailing them on the regular. So this is inserted in after the show, so to give you some extra value. Thank you so much. I'll submit to you, if you're not making any money, you're not making enough offers. And even if you say, well, I'm using your 8-to-1 strategy, are you really making a clear offer? A clear offer. Look at, you get this for $7, you get this mini course, or for $47, you get this live training that I'm going to do on Friday night next week. Well, you tried in the past to convert followers or subscribers or emails into customers? What tactics did you use? What seemed to work best? And what completely didn't work at all? See, we have to get to a place where we're winning. And we're winning because we're trying and we're staying on course. All our information has to be congruent. So unless you're a motorcycle repair guy or gal, a mechanic will say, and you love underwater basket weaving, there's no reason to have them both on your channel. You keep your brand, your brand, your brand. Your brand is you. So whatever you like, your brand is going to fit in with. So there's some other questions. Is what is a personal brand? A personal brand is nothing more than you taking all your efforts and putting them into a stated document and then communicating that document. I always call it a paragraph. A good paragraph will be a good personal brand statement and things you want to do. So it's like a mission and vision statement, right? Things you see do it far off and things that you want to accomplish. So the mission is the mission, the mission. What you see is going to change. The vision, the vision, the vision. The mission stays critical. We want to help people make money online. That's one of our missions at Conquer with Chris. Helping people make money online, helping people know how they can succeed, helping people know how they can be better than they were before. That's part of our mission. That's part of our calling. Our vision changes. How we do that changes. But we want to stay as congruent as possible. So that's personal brand. Then what's marketing? Sharing that personal brand's promise to everyone else. What's your promise, Chris? Help people make money online. We want to help people make money online. If you have any questions you'd like to add to this video, please do so. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I got a free gift for you today. In the link in the description for this video, there'll be a free PDF guide. Thank you so much.